Welcome beautiful people to my channel. I'm Fidelia Brett. In this channel, what we talk about is business, starting a business, scaling a business, what you need to do and how to go about doing it in the right way so that your business becomes sustainable. Today, what we're going to talk about is SMART goals. How do you set SMART goals? What is being smart in running a business? How are you going to be smart when you run a business? What skills do you need to be a smart business person? So, in essence, what does SMART mean? S, specific. M, measurable. A, attainable. R, relevant. And T, time-based. So specific, let's start with being specific. You have to have well-defined goals in what you want to attain, what you want to achieve in your business. So if you want to start with a product, you start with product A, then you move on to product B, not starting with 10 products and not keeping track of what it is you're actually wanting to do. So just be specific in what exactly you want to do when starting or even when scaling up. Measurable. How do you measure what it is that you're doing? How do you know you've progressed once you started? Do you have like a chart to look at to tell you when you started in week 1 and how you've progressed in week 2, or how you are faring in week 3 or week 4? So how are you measuring what you're doing, if you're actually doing good, or if you're doing well, or if you're being profitable in the business that you want to venture into? Attainable. Setting goals, realistic and reliable goals, to be fair, because if what you're setting up is not going to be attainable, then there's no point setting it. But realistic in what it is you know that you might be able to achieve. There's no point putting, let's say you're starting off and you're now saying, oh, I want to make £1 million, or I want to make $1 million in 6 months' time. Is that attainable? Probably not. So put stuff that you know figure-wise that would work as a startup or as a scale-up, and you work with that. Then your next one is relevant. What you're currently doing, is it relevant to the market that you're working in, or the environment in general? Is it going to be favorable? I.e., let's say you want to do something like build an electric car or build a machine that goes into an electric car, and your target market is in Africa. Let's be realistic. They might not have the infrastructure to be able to charge that machine for them to be able to use it. So your product might not be relevant for a certain continent or for a certain country. So you just have to look at whatever it is you are thinking of producing. It might not necessarily be a product, it could be anything. So let even say you're in your little environment. What is it that you're going to produce, or what service are you going to be able to provide that will be relevant to the markets you are wanting to sell to? It has to be relevant for you to make money. Then the last one is time-based. So how long is it going to take you to do what it is that you're doing? What is the time associated with what you set out to do? Is it going to be a 6-month project? Is it going to be a year project? Is it going to be a 10-year project? How long is it going to take you to do what it is you need to do? It could be that you're launching a product. So in that product, how long is it going to take for you to come up with the idea, draw up a sketch, look at producing it as a sample, test the market with the sample, get feedback, do a revision before you produce in a mass scale and start selling? So is having that idea of time, how long is it going to take you to do all that in achieving your goals? So those are my key 5 SMART tips, which is a general SMART tips for goal in business. And at the back of that as well is being a business person. Being a business person, there's some qualities you need to have. I'm just sort of going to give 11 tips on some qualities to have as a business person in being smart. So smart qualities, 11 tips for being a smart business person. So either you're starting or scaling, there's still tips that could help you out. My first one is intuitive. You know yourself, you know your brain, you know your ideas, what it is that is within you, that you get that click to say, yes, I have this fantastic idea, I think it's going to work. Test the market. You just have to be intuitive in what you're doing, what you're planning, and what your goals and your ideas are. That's the first one. The second one is being conscious. Being conscious about what is around you, how whatever you're producing or whatever service you're going to give will be either one, environmentally friendly, or it will make an impact to the customers and the clientele that are going to be receiving this service or product that you are delivering. So just being conscious of what it is that you're delivering. Third is you're being reflective. You have to reflect on what it is you've done, how you've done it, and how you can go about doing it, so that it's like a revolving circle. You reflect on what was good, what wasn't good, how you can do things better. So on a daily basis, always reflect on how you can be better tomorrow, so that you don't make the same mistake you did the day before. That is the third tip. The fourth tip is being creative. As a business person, you have to be creative, because old ways might not work tomorrow. So if, let's say, your whole internet goes off, how can you be able to carry on trading or meeting your customers' needs? What do you need to do? You have to be creative, find a way around whatever situation you're in currently. Then the fifth one is being open-minded. Yes, you have to be open-minded about things around you. Some people are going to say certain things, some people are not going to say certain things, but is you pick what people are telling you and you then put it into a constructive criticism or advice or tips, whichever one comes your way. But you just have to be able to sort of lay it all on the table and pick what will be good for your progress in your business, because you know your business inside out. The next one is timely. Being timely. The next one is timely. When an opportunity comes your way, do you actually even do you even see it when it comes your way? And do you go for it? Is because an opportunity could come in a second, it could come in any form. Can you identify it when it comes your way? That is what I literally mean by timely. The next one is resourcefulness. There are people out there that you know. How can they add value to you for a bit as a business or as a person? Can you network with like-minded people and get people onto your thinking platform, and in a way getting a mentor that will help you out as a personal being or in your business, getting ideas and using the resources around you. So it could be friends, it could be family, it could be mentors, it could be colleagues. It's just being resourceful with who and what you have around you. The next one is being independent. Independence means you're not necessarily relying on anyone to make decisions for you. You might have a partner, but being independent is you can go and take the next steps. you can think forward for your business. You can look at it and say, yes, I'm ready to take on to the next level, or I'm just going to halt, or I'm just going to hold on to the advice you've given me and look for other opinions. So that's just being independent. The next one is lifelong learners. To be a good, smart business person, you have to keep learning. Learning never stops. You have to learn every day, because every day something new comes into the market, something new gets produced, something new gets put online. So is how are you keeping up with the times, but as well as using old ways and adapting to new ways to grow your business or grow you as a person. The next one is believing in yourself. Only you can believe in yourself. Other people might believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself, because when you've got that self mind and mindset, that's what takes you to the moon and back, because you believe you can do it. Because if you don't believe you can do it, nobody else is going to believe in you. So you have to show them you believe in what you're doing, as long as you've done your research. If you've not done your research and knowing that what you are putting out there is going to make it for you, then get more advice. Then the last one is, which is the 11th one, write down your goals. Writing your goals is easy. You can get a board and just write them in there, or you can get a notepad and write your goals. Write your goals because that helps you identify what it is that you need to do, when you need to do it, and how you need to do it, and what steps you are going to have to take to get to those goals. Because a goal could be, I want to earn 6 figures in a year's time, or 6 figures in 6 months time. That is the goal. So you have to work backwards. For you to be able to attain 6 figures in 6 months time, what do you need to do to get those 6 figures in 6 months time? So you work your way backwards from the figure, then the activities, and then the deed. So you work to the start. So if you want to get 6 figures, how many customers do you need to sell to? How many units do you need to have out there? How much is going to be your pricing? So those are the kind of things you need to identify, and that should be in your goal. So I hope these tips have been beneficial. I hope they've helped. I hope it's added a little bit of value to you. And if it has, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your notification, and I'll see you next week.